Hey, what's up, guys? The Sun here, and yes, it has been a while since my last YouTube vid, and I super duper apologize. It won't happen again. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more videos, being that I've acquired two new guns that we are going to talk about today that I'm super proud to say that I possess. And you can kind of see them kind of already on my back already, toggling through them. And as from the title, as you can see, I have the Regic's Broadsword and the Luna's Howl. These two guns are amazing in their own right, and the trek to get them, I'll honestly say I've been playing Destiny since the beginning, not alpha, not beta. I got Destiny after I saw the commercial, and I ran to my local game craze after I got my Xbox One a couple nights prior, and I've been playing ever since. I've always been in the Destiny community, but I've after playing Destiny for so long, and acquiring a lot of things. Granted, there were exotic quests prior that were pretty challenging. Outbreak Prime and Touch of Malice, of course, but the Regic's Broadsword and Luna's Howl, their steps are very unique. To get these guns, you have to be a truly dedicated. Um, if I were to compare it to Touch of Malice, those are two different quests. Of course, one being PvP and one being PvE. But for Touch of Malice, it is more of a PvP quest. It could be done very passively. You just kind of go with the motion. For Luna's Howl and Broadsword, it's very engaging. They're very engaging weapons, and so let's talk about it. So if I were to start from the beginning, I of course started my Broadsword quest. Of course, when D2 came out, Forsaken initially came out because everyone got the quest. It's the quest that you kind of chip at. So going back to passively, you kind of just do it as you just play Crucible. Like you will, without you even knowing, you're actually going towards it. Especially being that when you reset your Valor, it's retroactive to when you get to the last step, which is reset your Valor 5 times. So, but the last couple nights though, I just really sat down and bust out the last initial parts, which was reset my Valor. I was really lazy the first double Valor weekend, which I regret. I wish I would have took advantage like most other people and did a little bit more, because people kind of got their broadswords that weekend versus me. I was more raid focused, which I had the right to be. The raid kind of just came out, everyone was trying to do it. But this week, of course, I finished it up and I earned it. And how that made me feel, I really want to address that. How that made me feel. I've never been prouder to earn a weapon in my entire time playing Destiny. One being how difficult in terms of lengthy it was, and how, as a Destiny player, as a Guardian, I set my mind to get it. Now, we're not even talking about Luna's Howl yet. That's going to be in a moment. But Regic's, you guys are going to laugh at me for saying this, but I was more proud of getting the Regic's than I was my Luna. And why I say that is because flashback to last season when, let's go to a plan. Let's like kill some stuff. You probably guys are probably getting bored of me like like talking all this stuff and we're not even shooting things with it. Where do I want to go? Let's go to Nessus. I love Nessus for some reason. We'll land anywhere. Yeah, most people would say like, but Descend, it's Luna's Howl. And I'm like, I am aware of Luna's Howl, but Broadsword was my holy grail. Like I said, flashback to last season. Redrick's Claymore was, and I will stand by this, that is probably the least acquired weapon in Destiny history. It is probably the most difficult Destiny weapon to ever possess. Why? Because that was when the meta in terms of weapons wasn't that good. There was no flavoring. And why flavoring? None of the weapons felt really tasteful. Everything was, the meta was the meta. It wasn't like in D1, for example, where there were weapons that were the meta, but being that everything had a decent time to kill, you can, truth be told, if you were good enough, you can get away with just about anything. You can go into the Crucible and shred with a common weapon if you really felt like it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of original Destiny players would probably agree with me on that statement. But it's true. Like, you know, there really wasn't that many weapons that felt unique in D2 year one. You know, Graviton was running amok after it got buffed. Vigilance Wing, Antiope D, like those kind of weapons really kind of, you know, play Crucible, not in a bad sense, but it was just, that's what it was. Just, you had those 3 guns, you had those 4 guns that made you good. But the Claymore was literally just, if you weren't too PvP focused, it was really difficult to obtain that gun. I remember, and I'm really not ashamed to mention this now, but I actually remember I was willing to almost pay somebody to get me my Regis Claymore, and I almost got my credit card. I almost started, but then something told me, like, don't do that. And I was like, why? I really want this gun. It's not, I'm not good at Crucible yet. It's not fair. But I didn't do it. Played comp, got my ass kicked, lost all my glory, 5+ lose streak, and I just gave up. Then I heard news about the Broadsword, and though people that had it were, you know, really just against it. Well, Bungie, I worked hard for this gun. I want to be unique. And, you know, I understand that. But for the person like me, like truth be told, yes, I really truly want there to be weapons in Destiny that make people proud that they earned it. And that is what the Broadsword did for me. And for some people not to realize that yet, it's like, it's bad. Like how you felt when you got your Claymore for the first time, that's how I felt when I got my Broadsword for the first time. And I love this thing. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. For OG Destiny players, of course, like truth be told, guys, it's honestly just, you know, a reskin of previous D1 weapons, but then again, a lot of weapons in the game are. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but there's a pulse from D1 that Future Wallcult gave. I think it was called like the Villainy or something. Like, you know what I mean? It's just the Villainy. Which I kind of like. I like that idea, but that's another video for another day. But yes, that is how I felt when I got my Broadsword. I felt proud because I did it all the way through. I did it on my own. It was great. Now, next part of the video. Luna's Howl. I don't even know where to start with this weapon. On paper, this gun is harder to obtain than Broadsword. I'm just going to put it out there. On paper, yes, this weapon is probably twice as hard because off the rip, it is a competitive playlist weapon. You have to do competitive to win this. You have to win in comp. There is no, I mean, you can lose some matches, but the bottom line is you have to win. So where do I begin? I started my Luna's Howl quest right when I was doing the Broadsword quest because, of course, you know, for those of you who don't know, you have to do 25 comp matches on top of Rumble and Quick Plays. When I was doing the comp matches, it kind of already started me on the path to do Lunas. I never thought in a million years I would get this gun. I was convinced I was never going to get this gun because of how poorly I did in the last comp season. For those of you who want a visual representation of how bad I did in last season, there you go. That's like a complete 180 in terms of progress. But I did it though, and so can you, and that's what we're going to talk about. I did my Luna's Howl quest solo. I didn't match with anybody. I played a couple matches with some friends, or a new friend I made, or I found on Twitter who's a good guy. He was cool, but we didn't stick around to do the whole quest together. We honestly did like 3 or 4 matches, and then we parted ways. How did I do it solo, you may ask? There's teams out there, I see it every day. I go on LFG, I go on Destiny Team Finder, I go on the Destiny app, and I see LFG groups all the time trying to match up with each other to get their Lunas, and of course, not all prevail. And you're probably thinking, but it's competitive. You want to play with a team. You want to communicate. Yes, that you would think that's the case, but I'm here to just kind of squash a theory. I think this weapon you could honestly do solo. And you're probably thinking, well, how do I do it? How do I do it, Descend? What weapons? What's my loadout? I mean, I don't want to tell you how to play the game. That's one thing I never want to do. Destiny's, it's your guardian, it's your path. I'm not going to give weapon recommendations as much. But my advice that I think is the most important, I'm probably going to die here. I really just want to see what's up here. The biggest key factor is do not give up. Give it 100%. And it is okay to lose. I lost a lot of matches. Some matches I was just destroying, and then some matches I was just getting absolutely just pummeled. Like I lost so bad. Like I was just like, why am I even going for this gun? I'm not gonna get it. Like, what's the point? And then I sat in my chair for a little bit and just thought, and I said, time to go back in. And before I knew it, I was at 2100. Talked to Lord Shax, made a funny video, and I got my weapon. Now, for those asking, well, what was it like? It was a lesson. Like, pursuing these two weapons was just a lesson. And this may sound corny, but it was a lesson in myself, and then it was a lesson, I learned so much about this game. I learned to give it my all. I learned how to play Crucible. I learned that at times when I get mad and I just want to rush, those were moments when I told myself to just work as a team. Even though I was playing by myself and my team couldn't hear me, I was saying, if I don't care about myself to get these next couple kills, let me care about the person on my team. Now by that I mean, if I was willing, if I didn't care about much, I just wanted to rush and get it over with and try to get as many kills or something, I stopped, I took a breath, I found the closest teammate, and I just protected them in a way. Like I said, if I don't care about myself, at least I care about this person because I want them to get it. And that helped more because it made me not feel selfish. Because if I feed, that's hurting my team. Versus if I just stop and just help my teammate, then that could turn a game into that can put a whole 180 on a game and you win. One other thing I wanted to talk about was just it's a great gun as well. Like, you know, this video is more so just my thoughts and feelings, but I'm not really a weapons review kind of guy. There's like 50 million other videos that talk about the Reg's Broadsword and the Luna's Howl in terms of stats and stuff. I'm just really want to talk about just the journey and just my feelings behind each gun. It was just crazy how I did it. Like, I never thought in a million years that I would go back to comp and just do something like this. You know, and then people are like, oh, are you gonna go for Not Forgotten now? Might as well. I mean, if I can get the Luna's Howl, I have no problem with going with the Not Forgotten. Is it gonna be harder? Oh, absolutely. But I'm going to try. Try. That's the biggest thing you can do in Destiny. That's the biggest thing you can do in life, is just try. But not just do it and just say, okay. I'm talking about you give it your everything. And that's what I did to obtain my weapons. I gave it my everything. And oh wait, no, I want my gun to show. There we go. I hate this cloak or this shirt because it gets the effect kind of goes away and you don't know where your legs are or the pants, but whatever. You can do it. Like you truly can. Like well, I'm getting a little tongue tied. I just haven't been this excited in Destiny in such a long time. Like, you know, Forsaken is so much fun, but acquiring these two weapons just gave me such a boost of morale and just respect for this game. Bungie delivered with the Luna's Howl and Broadsword quest. I don't care what anyone says about the Claymore, about the whole it's a duplicate and I fought for whatever. For what this gun did for me is just astounding. And as a Guardian, when you go into the tower, people look at you. People look at your Guardian and then they figure you out. Like, your Guardian's a reflection of you. So when I'm going around with my Luna and my Broadsword, I'm proud. Like, I was telling a buddy, like, I'm a flex. Like, I was doing raids and stuff just to show my stuff off. and it felt good. Like that's what Destiny. That's what you should do as a guardian. You should just flex, show off what you're proud of, whether it's a blue, an exotic, a legendary. If you're proud of your loadout and you're proud of what you did, show it. And that is what Forsaken is doing right. They are making us proud of our guardians again and proud of our accomplishments. And I commend them for that. Regic's Broadsword and Luna's Howl are hands down the two best weapons in the game right now. Not even in PvP wise, they're phenomenal. PvE wise, they're pretty fun. I mean, when I play Gambit, this is my initial loadout. I mean, for those of you who want to see, yeah, this is my loadout. This is my Warlock. I love him. He's cool. Like I love this gun. I love this gun. I'm proud of acquiring them. And now there are some people who might say, but you know, Descent, I'm not good at Crucible. I'm just not. But I really want these guns, and I understand. I'm like you. I'm 100% like you. I'm not that good at Crucible, but I will say this though: mind over matter. If you truly want something, something's gonna happen to you in one of those Crucible matches that's just gonna kick you, just snap in you, and you're just gonna be the next Lumi. Or just your inner triple wreck will come out. Your inner Lumi will come out. Your inner 1 second kill will come out. And you wanna know why? Because you said to yourself, I want this. And you're going to get it. And that is what happened to me. I wanted something and I got it. And even after I do this video, I'm going to jump into some more Crucible matches. I'm going to jump into some strikes. I'm going to play my ass off. Because I love these guns. These guns make me want to play the game more because it's refreshing. This video went on longer than what I expected, but that is just my thoughts and feelings. A quick recap. Once again, I acquired these two weapons. They were difficult in their own right. I am very proud that I acquired them. And the next quest that comes along that's just like it, because I know by next season, I don't believe these weapons are going to be available anymore. I could be wrong. They might be this season exclusive. I can't wait to see what the next Crucible weapons are, because I'm going to go for both of them, or all of them. And will I go for Forgotten? Probably. As mentioned earlier, I will. And we'll see what happens. Heck, I'll be super grateful if I can do an update on that and come back to you guys and say, hey, I got the Not Forgotten. Let's talk about it. But that's it, guys. I really just wanted to just talk and just get my feelings out there about these two guns. And, you know, if you got it, drop a comment, please. I want to read about your experience. I want to hear the good, the bad, just everything. Like, what is your, you know, that is the question. That is the ending question for this video. Tell me in the comments, what is your holy grail of Destiny? Like, what was your weapon that you sought out for, that you got it? And please tell me how you feel. I love that stuff. I love the interaction. I love people's thoughts and feelings with stuff that they're passionate about, especially in Destiny. But I'm gonna conclude it here. It's been it's been real, guys. Of course, sub if you like me. Drop a like, it's always appreciated. I'm gonna definitely drop my Twitter in the comment in the description in case you guys want to keep updated on content. For those of you who don't know, I'm Descent. I cover Destiny videos, sometimes Monster Hunter, but preferably Destiny. Thank you for watching my vid, and I'll catch you guys back out in the wild. Peace.